let's get into it. All right, everybody, thanks for joining. This is the Game Corner. My name is Tony. I'm your host. This is a segment I call This Week in Gaming. We just talk about some of the gaming news that happened throughout the week, and then I give you my opinion. I want to hear your opinion as well. Definitely jump in my comments. Let me know what you think as well. And, come and check me out on stream. I stream on Twitch almost every single day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'll leave that link in the description below as well. So if you're watching or listening to this, you'll have a way to connect with me. All right, let's get into it. Awesome. So the first thing we're going to talk about here today is the PlayStation and Sony showcase and the debacle with the pre-orders, right? Unfortunately, it was a little misunderstanding, mishap on Sony's end, but let's talk about the good news first. So showcase I thought was very good. A lot of, just good information. One, obviously, the pricing and what games were going to be available at release, what games are coming in the near future. And I definitely thought that them getting us that information was, one, vitally important, right? We didn't know the price of the consoles yet. And everyone, wanted to see some of the games. I know I'm excited to play Spider-Man Miles Morales just from watching that that quick bit of the game. So can't wait to be playing that. I did get my pre-order. I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you didn't. Hopefully there'll be some more opportunities to come in the near future. Let's talk about that, right? So Sony did a great showcase. They gave us the pricing. They didn't give us any pre-order information. They later tweeted saying, hey, pre-orders are going live tomorrow. And then shortly after that, Walmart, I think, tweeted first, say, hey, don't wait to get your PlayStation 5. Pre-orders start now. And pre-orders went live for all the different retailers: Walmart, Best Buy, Target, GameStop, Amazon. And it's an unfortunate situation, depending on which side of the coin you fell on. I know a lot of people are upset and a lot of people will disagree with me, but hear me out. I really think the best thing, or the best news about this, is that hackers and bots did not get in and buy more of the PlayStation 5s like they did with Nvidia. And we're going to talk about that in a moment as well. But a lot of people had the opportunity to get a PlayStation 5. I had the opportunity. I'll be honest, I sat on Best Buy's website on my laptop for 2 hours trying to get through that, the different loading screen, and just to get to checkout. And eventually I did. And there was many times where it said it wasn't available for in-store pickup. Then it was available for in-store pickup. Then I had to deliver it to my house. And then it wasn't available at all. And then I came back, and it was a bunch of craziness. So I do think a good amount of people, I'm not saying like a majority, I'm not saying that it was necessarily super fair. However, if you're familiar with how bots are operating nowadays, and if you've tried to buy a Nintendo Switch at all since COVID started, or if you're like me and you're into sneaker culture, then you really know how the bot situation goes, and it's not fun. And I would rather at least have my chance to get it than have it a set pre-order date, so I'm very nervous for the Xbox, than not have that chance whatsoever. So I really think that it, as much of a mess as it wasn't as bad as it could have been, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think, though, because everyone has varied opinions, and of course if you didn't get it, then you're more upset than if you did, and some people are upset even though they did get it because some of their friends didn't get it, and I understand that. So and again, I very much apologize for the people that didn't get it. Just know that more will come, right? I guarantee it. Sony knows how much people want this console, and they're not going to limit the supply because of it, right? Now, they can only bring in so many because of COVID and because of the restrictions and because of manufacturing issues, right? And again, this is all due to COVID. Has nothing. If this was not COVID, we would be totally fine. Everyone that wanted a PS5 would have a PS5. I guarantee it. And that's my hope with Microsoft, because it is US based, that they don't have to do any of the shipping that Sony does. Again, because of COVID, nothing else. So, if you are an Xbox fan, I do think that or you're getting an Xbox for whatever reason, then I do think you have a very good chance of getting whichever one that you want to get. So, um, but we'll see, right? Come next week, or this upcoming week. All right. So next we are jumping into Nvidia, and if you are a PC gamer, then you are heated and tilted about all of this. And we're talking about the RTX 3080 graphics cards, right? The new graphics cards that came out, and they came out on Nvidia's website and Newegg, and I think another website, but I don't remember the name of it, to be honest. So, like, this is an example of bots. So I believe the Nvidia graphics chip went for $699 or $799, and yeah, now they're being scalped for $2,000, $3,000, and it's a shame, man. It's a real shame, because people that are just trying to upgrade their PCs, whether it's for they play a lot, or they're a streamer and they want to enhance their stream a little bit with a new graphics card that's pretty affordable, under $1,000. That's pretty affordable, right? And it's just a shame that they're not going to be able to do it, because, again, to bring it back, bots were able to set up the times. Let me give you a rundown on how this works if you don't know. So people have this literally pay for these bots. They could be anywhere from $500 to $2,000, right? And what they do is they preset a bunch of essentially tickets to go in, so that when these launch, the person who is operating the bot can buy 20, 30, 40 graphics cards, as many as their credit card will allow, before anyone else can, because it's literally automated. They set a timer on it, and as soon as it's good to go, it goes through, right? I'm not a super technological person, so I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it, but I know in sneaker culture, the big defense against this is checking shipping address, checking credit card information, checking IP address, making sure they're not using the same account for multiple orders. And some of these retailers are doing this, but not all of them are, or they're not doing all of them. Does that make sense? So they're not checking IP, physical shipping, or physical IP address, shipping address, or physical address, credit card information, name on the order as well. So it's all of these security measures, when these type of releases happen, need to be checked, and they're not. So it's really upsetting to see this happen in the gaming community, because I've been dealing it for the last 2+ years in the sneaker community. And when you have a pair of shoes that you really want to get, they're already a limited release, and then so many people are just reselling, buying these sneakers to resell them to make profit, which I understand. I respect the grind. However, with sneakers, it's depending on the shoe, obviously, could be $100 more, $200 more, something like that, and it's already a $200 shoe, but it's not a sub-1,000 graphics card that people are reselling for $2,000 plus. That's highway robbery. So if you were waiting on one of these RTX graphics cards and you didn't get one, I'm sorry, but don't fall into the scalper's trap, right? Don't go out and pay for that, right? Find an alternative, a cheaper alternative that you can live with for now until they can make more, okay? So again, it's not necessarily, in this case it is Nvidia's problem, because they did release on their own website, but at the end of the day, we need to start focusing this blame on retailers for not doing proper checks of who's getting what, and not doing these checks, so that even the simple check, I am not a robot, right? Sometimes that helps get rid of some of those lower end bots that I was talking about before. And I think that there's a real easy way. I think if there's technology to make these bots, I think that we can develop technology to defend against these bots. Okay, so if you are one of these people, $1 million idea, just saying. The one thing Nvidia did do well this week, not even well, they did it really well, is they launched a new software called Nvidia Broadcast. And Nvidia Broadcast, it is a Essentially like having a green screen, so you can just see yourself and nothing else behind you. So if you make YouTube videos or you're a streamer, it's actually very, very nice. It's very in depth, and what it's just a very in depth tool. I'm not really sure what other word to utilize here. So um, yeah, it's if you are a gamer, streamer, you're a content creator, and you put yourself in your videos. I highly recommend checking out the software, seeing if your computer can run it alongside whatever you're streaming and gaming. Now, obviously, you know that if your PC is not up to par, your game quality is going to lag. So don't do it if that's the case. However, if you have a top tier TV or not TV, top tier PC setup, or you have a dual PC setup, if you have a dual PC setup, 100% go with this. But if you don't, on the single PC setup, it's going to be a lot more taxing on your PC. Definitely go check out the software. It's very clean. The AI in it is very enhanced, and it looks very nice. So, and aesthetically pleasing. So, check it out. And yeah, that's all we got in Nvidia. Major bad, pretty good, but let's move on. All right, this is the thing every single gamer is griping about right now, and that's skill-based matchmaking, right? SBMM, yeah. And everybody's griping about it, right? And here's why I'm for it, but here's why I'm against it as well. I'm for it because I think that putting yourself in a lobby of players that are the same level as you, if you're playing and I apply this to games that there have millions of people playing, Warzone, Fortnite. I don't know if people still play Apex Legends besides me. Other FPSs that people are playing, obviously like League of Legends, Overwatch, people still play that as well. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers of that, but we'll use Call of Duty as an example because that's what everybody is bitching about right now. But with everyone playing this, skill-based matchmaking should absolutely be a thing, right? Because you're playing against people of your own caliber. And I really think that, I'm a gamer too, right? I deal with this every single day. So I do think that I think the people that are bitching about it just need to grow up. Like, grow a pair, man. Like, come on. Like, you're playing against people of your level. Get better if you're getting wiped all the time. Now, where I am against it is when you're trying to find a match, trying to find a lobby, right? And if that is hindering the game, then it needs to be altered. If you are spending more than 3 minutes trying to find a lobby, then the game's skill-based matchmaking needs to be altered. And yeah, I mean, because that can be utterly frustrating, right? You're waiting to get in the game, you wait more than 2-3 minutes, and it's still loading, and it's frustrating, man. And I've been there as well, where I generally play a little later, and either people aren't online, or even if I switch servers, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it just takes a while to get in games, and that's not like a hype on me for being great. It just sometimes it takes a little while, and it's annoying, it's frustrating, and you're just trying to play your game, right? So, all in all, I do agree with skill-based matchmaking. However, I believe in some games it is a little too sensitive, I guess, in creating lobbies, right? At the end of the day, like, everybody's playing a game, and they're trying to enjoy it, trying to have fun, trying to win, right? Everybody's trying to win. Again, I think skill-based matchmaking is a good thing, and people are complaining about it. Just need to grow up. That's all. On to the next thing. All right, this last one is gonna be quick. It's more of a personal thing for me. So, I'm a big Pokemon fan, if you didn't know, and we haven't gotten any news about the new DLC that's coming out in November. And essentially, how it worked is last year the new game came out. They released, hey, we're doing a DLC pack. You pay whatever, $15 and you get both, right? Or $30 you get both, right? It's like, okay, cool. First one launched in earlier this year, and then they said, hey, the next one's going to launch in November of this year as well. And it's funny, the DLC itself has actually been very much data mined in the game, and there's a lot of leaks about it. So a lot of the game is actually already understood of what's going to happen. However, the problem is we don't have an actual date. It's just annoying, right? It's just like why everyone got so upset with Sony and Microsoft is they were telling us all these details about the consoles, but not giving us a release date or a price. And that's utterly frustrating. And for me, it's the same thing. It's like, dude, we're less than 2 months away, right? We're almost pretty much a month away from November, and like, when is this coming out? And I just want to know. Pokemon, Game Freak, you guys, come on, let's go. Just give us the date, or tell us if it's getting pushed back because of COVID. Like, we'll understand, but we need to know. I need to know when it's coming out. So, again, this was more of a personal gripe of mine. But yeah, that is this week in gaming. Let me know what you guys thought of all of the different news that we covered here today. Sony and PlayStation and their whole debacle of the showcase with pre-orders, Nvidia and what they did with the RTX graphics card, and if you have used the Nvidia broadcast software, let me know how it's going and what you think of it. I game on console, so unfortunately I'm not going to be utilizing it right now. Skill-based matchmaking, I think a lot of people will disagree with me on this, but that's okay. I'm not here to agree with everybody. But let me know what you think. I really want to know why you either hate it or you love it, or again, what's your opinion on it. And then if you are a Pokemon fan, let me know down in the comments. Again, if there's anything I missed, let me know so we can talk about it. And or come jump in my Twitch chat. Link to that in the description down below. Look forward to seeing you guys there and chatting with you. And awesome, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening if you're listening to this on podcast. This is the Game Corner. My name is Tony. Deuces.